63% of youth suicides come from fatherless homes, and that's 5 times the national average. 5 times. So yes, that's pretty serious. And this is Scott Conway from mothersraisingsons.com. And let's take a look at this. Because first off, you have the problem with single mothers very often have your poverty-stricken homes because you have one parent with one opportunity for an income, and very often those income opportunities aren't as lucrative as you might like to be able to take good care of your family. And then combined with the fact that mothers are statistically more likely than fathers to try to balance being home with the kids with a job rather than just focus on just the job is it and the family kind of takes a back seat to that. And so when you look at some of this, yes, that is terrible. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you can have any man, any father, no matter how good or bad he is in the house, and then poof, suddenly there's not going to be any suicide. You have to understand that this is in part connected to poverty, and it's in part connected to being partnerless and having to deal with all the stress yourself. One of the basic things to understand in my view of suicide, and this is a personal view, is that when people commit suicide, it's because they see pain and they just want the pain to stop. And it's sometimes, depending on the source of that pain, it doesn't look like it's going to stop. And I've done a lot of work in this area in helping people understand how to approach a suicide, how to deal with these kind of situations, to get them to professional help, to make sure that they don't do anything permanent before you can get them to professional help, and then try to do that. And sometimes I understand professional help might not be available for you, and it's possible your child could be in tremendous pain, and it can be hard to deal with, especially if you don't have a model for it, and you don't understand what's going on. And so that's part of what I try to make available to you. If you understand what's going on so you can handle the situations well when they're painful, then you can also help turn things around a lot more. And because I have so much other material on this, I'm not going to spend a lot of time in a video trying to unpack all of it. But it's a whole chapter in 2 different books. Even when I've done written blogs on it, it's too much to even fit in one single written blog. It's 2. And so there's not going to be an entire lesson here on it. But to understand that if you know your child is in pain, a lot of times that pain comes from being in a hopeless situation where it seems impoverished. And so you're looking for resources, you're looking for tools, you're looking for definitions, you're looking for ways your child can help get out of whatever pain that they're in. And it's that inability to understand these things and understand that there is another side, to understand there is a way out. And sometimes to the ability you have to do so, to model the ways out. To be willing to share that, yeah, bad things happen, and you work your way through, you find the other side. Yeah, stuff goes on. There are tools and techniques to do that. There's a lot of times when you live in, sometimes sub-ideal neighborhoods, sometimes when you have elements going on in your life that really aren't all that great, it can be difficult to deal with them and to understand, how do I deal with this? What tools and resources do I have? And by learning some of these tools, by learning some of these techniques, by understanding how to do this, then your child can answer the question of, how do I stop it from hurting? How do I get out of this pain? And I have 5-step forgiveness that I teach, and that's part of the Pure Power techniques. Understanding their own feelings, that's the language of emotions, or from Emotional Genius, the book. And the forgiveness techniques and the letting go techniques, they come out of the forgiveness books, the Freedom Found, and they come out of kind of the letting go as you go, the Above It All book, and the Pure Power, the level 2 of that program. And so the tools are here. And if you understand those tools and you can share them with your child, or even if you don't understand, you can just give them to your child for your child to learn and understand sometimes the most painful things that they might not feel has a way through, has a way out. You can equip them with the tools so that when they get to that despondent place, and all of us get there where it just seems like it hurts and the pain's just not going to stop. And in those kind of situations, it seems like suicide is frankly, it's a logical way out. The brain's trying to figure out, if this hurts and I have no way to make the pain stop, if I'm dead, will the pain stop? And if someone thinks the answer is yes, that ends up making more sense in the brain. If there's better ways to do it, more effective, more powerful ways to do that, because you're equipped with the techniques to actually be able to let go of this pain, to understand the pain, to be able to put it behind you and be able to move forward with positive lessons, to be able to have things come at you and know how to work with it emotionally inside as they occur, so that your child can learn to step up and step beyond some of these things, empowered and strengthened with resilience. you can help your child never be a part of the statistics where, whether they actually do it or not, that they get in that kind of pain they feel may never end. So this is Scott Conway with mothersraisingsons.com. I know we haven't given a lot of the solution, but we've let you know the solution is there. And there's a lot of pieces that can keep on stacking with answer after answer after answer after answer after answer, so that your child never has to feel hopeless, and they never have to feel powerless, and they never have to feel the only way out of the pain is to end it all. This is Scott Conway, mothersraisingsons.com.